There's a time when the world is at its quietest, when shadows stretch long and sleep is just out of reach. It's the hour of restless souls, of whispered stories, of thoughts too much for the daylight. Welcome to Hour of the Wolf, where we dive into the stories that keep you awake. When hearts beat and the wolves prowl. The family, the community, the truths about being in a wolf pack. Stay with us if you dare. They call it the Hour of the Wolf.
And welcome back to another wonderful show of the Hour of the Wolf podcast. And tonight, Darren cannot make it, so we got the one and only Christian, the United States National President of the Renegade Beer Club, and also the President of Louisiana. How's it going tonight, brother?
Pretty good. How about yourself, man?
Been a good night so far, man. Just another day in paradise.
Same.
So tonight we have a very special guest, Anthony from Lit Beer Company. We have a little fun giveaway for you guys. If you were to go #WinLit for your chance to win a surprise. And the surprise, we'll obviously get into that with Anthony here in a minute. But yeah, how everything good after the move with you? Smooth transition to the house?
Man, it went as good as it could, you know. We actually had a lot of help the first day, so we was able to get a lot of it in. Still got a little bit left, you know, but it's just minor things. But it definitely feels like home, you know. We definitely enjoying it.
Oh yeah, well yeah. I guess let's just hop right into it. I know you got a lot of questions for Anthony, and I got a lot of questions for Anthony. It's always good to catch up with another brother. So coming right in here, he is probably one of the biggest helps I've had for when I did Pure Steel. Anthony was really in the forefront, and I owe him so much because he put the show name out there. He did a ton for us. One of the biggest hearted humans I've ever met, and one of the best. How do you say that? Beard brewer in the world.
Enthusiast.
Yeah, beard scent brewer.
Yeah,
I want everybody in the chat to say that 3 times fast just to understand how bad I'm struggling.
I'm thinking about it. My head hurts.
So we'll bring Anthony right in. What's up, brother?
What's up, man? I think maybe you could call me like a tap master, maybe just like a beard oil. I don't know. Like I just make the best stuff.
Yeah.
It's nice to see you guys. Yeah, thank you. It's nice to see you guys. Like you said, I'm a fellow, kind of like beard club member. I've been a part of the Wisconsin chapter for years, as it's kind of grown and transitioned and stuff like that. And so anytime, you guys have reached out or there's been like special interest things like you were talking about with Pure Steel. Yeah, if I can help, I always do. So I appreciate the time with you guys tonight. I know there's some tournament games happening. There's probably some guys sweating their brackets. So thank you to everybody.
That's where Darren was at today. Darren was down at the games today in Milwaukee.
Yeah, he had Kentucky and Illinois.
Yeah,
been one of the games.
Been a fun one to see. My bracket is absolutely broken. It's because I made like 4 different ones. Do you ever listen to Over the Line out of Madison with Evo Thorson?
No.
So they have, he has a pretty big morning show following, and I think there's like 220 people in his thing, or his bracket thing he put together, and I got my ass kicked. I think after the first week, I think I only did like 65% of that bracket, and I was just instantly out.
Who do you have winning it?
That one I had Wisconsin winning it. So thanks, Greg. I appreciate that one.
Oh man, yeah, that's rough. That's rough. That's gonna fuck up some points, man.
So speaking of March Madness, you have your big March Madness tournament going on with a lot of familiar faces, obviously.
Yeah, so the Bearded March Madness, Lit Beard Company hosts an in-person beard competition in February, but then an online beard competition that always kind of coincides with NCAA March Madness. So this is, I think, our 5th year doing it, 4th or 5th year, but it's been the biggest. So we just got done with round 1 today. We had more than 10,000 people vote just on our first round contestants. And our contestants, yeah, to your point, there's a lot of dudes, a lot of renegades in the competition. But I mean, it's worldwide. There's dudes from all over the place, and you've got guys that are just like straight neck beard against dudes that are like influencing for like a life, like for their career. And it's
last year.
It's completely randomized, right? So guys are in groups of 3. You vote by emoji. Whoever gets the highest emoji total in each of those groups. We had 88 3-way pairings, I think it was, for round 1. So we just posted our round 2 groupings. That will begin tomorrow. Yeah, it's fucking dope. First place gets a $300 prize pack. I love giving stuff away. I love just making people's day. So like in 2024, we gave away Blackstones, Traegers, fucking dude, all sorts of stuff. And in this one, if you win first place, which is completely audience like dependent, right? Whoever votes on it has nothing to do with me or Lit. You get Lit Beard Company oil balm wash. So you get some beard gear from us. You get what's called the Patriot Pack from Burn Pit Barbecue, another Wisconsin-based veteran-owned business. Just like a whole bunch of barbecue seasonings. I'm giving away a Blackstone griddle, like kind of like tabletop griddle. So I'll ship that to you. And like entry for the beard competition is completely free. So yeah, round 2, it is kicking off. So how can you participate? Every vote will be cast on Lit's Facebook page. So you're going to want to check in there. If you like it and you follow it, you can vote on any of your buddies. You can share those posts, stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. We've had 3 winners from Wisconsin and 1 from Ohio. So yeah, so then this would be the 5th year. Mikey, a barber from Ohio, I forget his name, but I know his name was Mike, won last year. So
yeah, he beat me. I was a Cinderella story. I do not have a great beard, and I went all the way to the championship rounds last year.
Your beard's great, man.
You stop it. You're gonna make me blush.
Beard's great.
It really depends on the pairings.
It was the hat.
And then if you can get your friends to vote.
Yeah, I had that coyote hat last year. That's what drug it with me. I had that. You remember that?
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The finish line.
Well, so that's a good point. Sometimes people try to go like way over the top in these things, or they try to make their photo like too artistic. Really, the only rule that I have is that it has to be a recent photo and it can't be enhanced by AI. Like you can't run it through some fucking filter or whatever. And only one dude, per beard. So you can only, put in one picture to compete. You can't just have all sorts of different shit. But yeah, that hat, I remember that one. It had like the fur flip front and stuff like that.
It wasn't flip. It was just one continuous piece in the front. But yes, it looked like it could flip down.
Yeah, dope. Well, so that's going on. That'll probably wrap up in about 2 weeks, that competition.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm still the only one, but I think I'm the only guy out there with a pair of Lit Beard Company dark jerseys too.
Lip Beard Company what?
Dart jerseys, remember? I made the dart jerseys.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, hell yeah, probably.
That was awesome.
Yeah, from time to time, dudes will reach out and they'll ask, like, "Hey, can I use your logo to, on my local like softball team or something like that, or can you sponsor these different things?" Yeah, man, I try to be generous. I try to be like, shit, yeah, man, if you want to throw that on there and go out there and rock it out, talk about lit and stuff like that, absolutely, that's good stuff.
But you've been following the Packers at all? The lackluster off season we've had.
I don't think that winter actually sets in Wisconsin until the Packers are knocked out of the playoffs. That's when, from that moment on, for the rest of like the winter, it's just cold and bitter. You have nothing to look forward to. The holidays are over. The Packers are out of fucking, contention. So when they start talking draft, when they start talking free agency, of course they get my attention. Of course. I'm a 42-year-old southeastern Wisconsin dude. Like the Packers, they're like like another storyline in my life, man.
Yeah. You live and die by that G. Wisconsin.
Well, I mean, there's always so much there's just always shit to talk about. It's like for like 5 months of your year.
We can talk about the New Orleans Saints too if you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean that's I mean, like, to your point, like for that period of time, like that's your schedule revolves around it.
I've never been so heartbroken with the offseason. We're so close to taking that next step with such a young roster.
Why?
And
you do?
We signed a offensive lineman for a lot of money, which is it's fine, but like we really needed to get some defensive ends. Like our defensive line sucks. Rashawn Gary's not the answer. We need somebody else. Andrew, Lucas Van Ness the answer. I mean, we've seen that shit show for the last 2 years.
I don't want to belabor a point that's made all the time about the Packers, but like, don't you think many things could be remedied if receivers could just catch passes?
So we were number 2 in the league last year in drop passes, and we were number 1 in the league for drop passes with like yards on the table. So
fixes a lot of problems when you make those plays.
Yeah, but you solve those problems with guys who can catch the ball, man. I don't know. It's just like
that's what I'm saying. Like when we talk about what they need and things like that, there's going to be a lot to figure out over time. But winning solves a lot. So if you can just get in there, get some momentum, and like roll with the momentum, don't create your own fucking problems.
Yeah,
it's like, how many times does the season have potential and then somebody like in the locker room or some distraction happens and it like blows everything? Just fucking roll with the momentum, dude. Get some going. Don't be a cancer. Play your best. Fucking every Sunday is a different week. That's my thought. Which, by the way, not to break your heart, but the one Packer game that I went to this past season was Packers Saints, and I was in my fantasy football team's like semifinal, and I had the Packers defense, and he had the running back that just played like for fucking garbage that night, and the Saints kicker. And it was about the beginning of the fourth quarter. I was like, oh my God, we might shut these fucking dudes out and I might actually advance. I needed like 20 points to advance to my fantasy league's final. Right. And the defense of the Packers and that game, shutting them out, got it for me. So not to rub salt in the wounds there, buddy.
No, you good. I mean, I'm going to be honest, man. Like, I like the Saints, but the Saints do suck,
Yeah.
Like it is.
What do they need? What do they need this offseason?
Everybody. Everybody.
Dude.
I mean, I don't know, man.
Alvin Kamara's only going to get you so many more yards.
I mean, it's hit and miss with them, man. Sometimes they play solid, and I mean, it's the game, I mean, even good players have 100%. Bad days. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they just have a lot of bad days.
Do you follow baseball too, 100%. Christian?
Was that?
Do you follow baseball too?
No, I used to. I haven't in quite a few years. my main focus, man, is really music. You know, I've just been trying to write new material and stuff.
Yeah, but I know baseball's right on the corner for us. We got I waited. I'm not even kidding. I waited a month and a half for my Bob Uecker jersey to come in. I bought a Uecker #9 jersey with the Bob Uecker patch on it. Waited a month and a half for that thing. It was unreal how long that thing took to get in. But I got it. I'm ready for opening day. But Anthony.
Yeah.
I guess if you wanted to unveil what we got going on for you, what you got going on, the new scent coming out for everybody.
Sure. And I was just looking at. Well, go ahead.
And then obviously with this new scent, we are giving away a free beard oil of the new scent, which
oil and balm.
Yeah, oil and balm for the new scent.
Yeah, I can run you through that stuff right now. I was just looking at your comments while you guys were going back and forth there. A lot of people out there. So Don, welcome. Martin, Josh, Ken, what's up? I'm pretty sure if I needed to bury a body, I could call Ken. He'd probably show up and help me out with that. What's up, Ken?
Ken's definitely coming.
Yeah, look at this, man. Bruce City, what's up? Andrew, Brooke. Hi, everybody. So you guys are typing win lit to try to win my next scent, which is inspired by one of my all-time favorite movies, The Big Lebowski. So it's called Gutter Balls. So every scent this year is inspired by a party, right? The theme of a party. So my first scent that released in January was High Tide Hustler. High Tide Hustler was inspired by what I think is probably the greatest party band for rock and roll, AC/DC, specifically the Bon Scott era of AC/DC. And so High Tide Hustler was inspired by a song called Bad Boy Boogie. And I wanted to take that song. What's that?
I said it's a great song.
Fucking A. Absolutely. So I take Bad Boy Boogie and I take everything Bond's talking about and I smash it together, collide it together with like a tropical scent, right? So mango, lime, sea salt, put that together. So we got a beach party to start, right? So then number 2, how is Gutter Balls all about a party? Well, it's a little bit of a reach. However, in The Big Lebowski, the dude goes to Jackie Treehorn's house to talk about where Jackie Treehorn's money's at, and Jackie's having a party. And at that party, Jackie drugs the dude, and the dude passes out, and he has a dream sequence called Gutter Balls at that party. So Gutter Balls to me is like the essence of the dude, right? It's one of my favorite movies, The Big Lebowski, and at Jackie Treehorn's party, Gutter Balls is born. So we've got sandalwood, very kind of like dude. We've got lavender because, you know, the dude always said that he was kind of like an old hippie, right? An old flower child. We've got vanilla for the dude's White Russian. And we've got patchouli because, you know, he just lived that kind of like dank lifestyle. So Gutter Balls comes out officially on April 1st. But tonight, if you're commenting win lit, one person is going to win the yet to be released, but soon to be powering beards across America. Gutter Balls combo, oil and balm. I'll throw in a couple offers from some other veteran-owned businesses. I'll throw in a couple swag stickers. I'll throw in some samples, but that'll be my win-lit gift for you guys tonight. Every quarter, a new scent comes out. So my next scent, Gutter Balls. Then the next one after that, I'm thinking. So I've got another favorite show. I don't know. Do you guys ever watch Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah, who hasn't? You kidding me?
Okay. So I was thinking about making the July scent inspired by the Trailer Park Boys. Specifically, I was thinking about calling it the Dirty Dancer and having it named after just the kind of fucking like Julian, like kind of like party scene with J-Rock and shit. I was thinking about trying to put something together for that and calling it the Dirty Dancer.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So now you're saying April 1st is being released. Like you're not going to throw this big April Fools and make it come out on the 2nd, right?
No, hell no. Hell no. It is absolutely going to come out April 1st. So subscribers, so if you join the Scent Club, with Lit Beard Company. You just get it automatically. When you join the Scent Club, you get a free t-shirt. You get the oil balm wash. You get all sorts of stuff. You get special discounts. You get voting privileges, so you get to vote on which scents stay or go. You get behind the scenes. You get to help me create scent sometimes. And so on April 1st, Scent Club member shipments are going to start. I'll probably start some pre-order for non-Scent Club members. You won't get the discount like Scent Club members do, but they'll start shipping on April 1st. And I guarantee you will have it in time for a proper 420. So if you are a Lebowski fan, if you want your beard to believe in something, you don't want your beard to be a nihilist, you want your beard to believe in something, you want a beard that's going to make them forget about the fucking toe and every other Lebowski kind of like homage and cliche, you are going to want gutter balls powering your beard only at Lit Beard Company, litbeardco.com. As always, $1 from every sale will be donated to Project Welcome Home Troops. In 4 years, Lit has been able to raise and donate just under $75,000. So keep it coming. Like I said, every one of these orders is going to be at least a $1 donation to Project Welcome Home Troops.
That's what's up, man.
Cheers.
Cheers. And then also for going off the discount code.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do a discount code too.
Yeah.
Was it till the end of the month?
Yep. So through the end of the month, if you go to Lit Beard Company and at checkout, you put in code word forward. So forward is a part of the Wisconsin chapter, the Renegade chapter. They've got a 501c3 and it's like the forward nonprofit, right? So like they collect money, they do good deeds in the state, in their community. They buy Christmas presents for like kids and families that need stuff. They do all sorts of things around like supporting veterans. It's a good fucking thing, right? And it's like the Bearded Brotherhood doing it, right? So if you use code word forward through the end of the month, you'll get a 10% discount on anything you buy, and I'll donate $1 to that nonprofit on top of the $1 to Project Welcome Home Troops.
Awesome.
So use code word forward, save yourself a little bit of money, put $1 towards helping this Renegade Beard Club's nonprofit, and $1 towards Project Welcome Home Troops. So
That's pretty awesome.
make your beard look good while you do some good.
Yeah.
Look good, smell good. It's like the whole Ric Flair montage. Look good, smell good. Woo!
Ooh.
That's what I got.
Absolutely.
No, I mean like with the guy coming in like with no knowledge, you know, like of a beard, you know, having a beard, like what kind of information would you give them, you know? To like not knowing what to do or how to do it.
Well, so there's a couple things. So first of all, I would tell them to be patient. There's a lot of people that think if they just like take a pill or like rub an oil on their face, suddenly their beard's going to like grow 10 times faster and it's going to fill in all these gaps and stuff like that. And people are going to like try to vulture on them with all sorts of just like beard elixirs, like special growth elixirs that are going to do all stuff. Like, I really don't think that stuff is important. I do think that things like beard oil and a good brush can help. As your beard is growing and it's pulling the oils out of your skin, it can dry your skin out. You get a little itchy, get a little flaky, get a little annoyed. Maybe you shave it off, or maybe you just like irritate your skin. You get beard dandruff, stuff like that. So beard oil can certainly help your skin, and it can make your beard look good. And then, of course, a good brush just to kind of distribute that oil, get it down to the skin level, because sometimes guys will just like put it on top. It's like work it down into your skin.
Right.
So I would say that if somebody was starting, I would start them that way. I would encourage them. So they could go to Walmart, they could go to the pharmacy, stuff like that, and buy beard oil. I mean, there's tons of big box stuff. If they were interested in supporting small businesses or something like that, there's a ton of them out there. So really try to figure out what is interesting to you. It's like a lot of the beard oils are going to help your skin. They're going to help your beard, right? But is there something, there's like companies out there that theme every one of their scents after video games. And if you're a big video game dude, you might really like resonate with that stuff. There's going to be people out there that do everything through like serial killers or like the trades and stuff like that. And if you're into that stuff, like you're gonna find those things out there too. Like just spend some time researching who's out there. Like there's a ton of good small businesses out there, and then hold them to a high standard. When you order from them, like place your order, expect your order to be delivered to you quickly and as you wanted it. And if there's a mistake, that they're responsive and they fix it and stuff like that. Like judge them based on the merits of like they're small, but like they still need to perform for you. And if they're doing that, like go out there and support them, man. I would tell somebody new that too. Like go out there and like see what's out there, but like keep a high standard, because if there's no standard, then you're just going to end up getting shit shipped to you that's garbage and stuff like that. So if you go out there, you give good reviews, you expect good service and a good experience on top of a good product, I think that that's what I'd tell somebody to look for.
Absolutely.
And even your gear is top notch, Anthony.
Dude, I mean, I spare no expense. So if I'm going to buy hoodies or t-shirts or something like that, I don't go out there and get that garbage shit that like they shoot out of a t-shirt cannon, you know, like just some garbage like promo t-shirt. I get good, like soft, like good fitting, like resilient. It's not going to fall apart after one, you know, load of laundry t-shirts, like everything that I try to do. And I just try to be myself. So like I was sharing with you, Christian, before the show started, when you were kind of saying like, hey, I don't really know, you know, too much about what you do. Lit's been around for 5 years. And the one thing that has always been consistent with Lit is that it's Wisconsin-based, veteran-owned, and wax dip beard oil. So I wax dip, you can see this, I wax dip every bottle of beard oil that I make, like a bottle of bourbon. So the experience with Lit, it's really interesting. You get a visual experience, so the bottle looks different. You get a tactile experience. You get wax, you get vinyl, you get glass. You get an auditory experience. When you rip through the wax, you pop the cork. You always hear that like when you pop the cork. And then, of course, you get the sense, the olfactory one, you know, like that sense of smell. You get to smell all the unique stuff. So gutter balls, to me, this is a good one. If somebody's first going to join Lit as a Scent Club member, or they're just going to give it a shot. But hell yeah, dude. I make things that are like about my culture, things that I like, things that like interest me. So I'm a hunter. I like fucking Metallica. I like bourbon. I like hiking and shit. So I've got things. Last year, every scent was modeled after Wisconsin. So we started with the lumber snack for like a lumberjack theme. We went to Brew City Barber for like kind of like a barbershop, but for like Milwaukee. In the summertime, we get 3 months, dude. We're not from the South, man. So we get 3 months of like good, decent weather. And when we do here in Wisconsin, we go to the lake. So we had Lakeside Legend. And then one of the things, since we were talking about football earlier, one of the things that we like to do in Wisconsin is we like to cook food in parking lots. We love to tailgate. So my last scent last year was called the Tailgate King. And that was kind of just like a sweet tobacco scent, which to me, it's just like chomping on a cigar while you're, you know, cooking with your grill. Right. And then I'd never done anything like that. That was great. That was kind of like Packer themed and stuff. So yeah, I just try to make things unique. I try to make things that like allow people to connect. I here in the box where it's open, I always handwrite a note to every person. So, you know, hey, you know, Carl, thank you so much for, you know, your first order, or thanks, you know, welcome back. I talk a little bit about the scent, and then I always tell them what song I was listening to while I filled their order. So usually it's a lot of like Pantera or Ozzy, Metallica, AC/DC, but I'll throw some like outlaw country in there from time to time. I'll have a little Waylon Jennings, you know, a little something like that, you know, just kind of mix it up.
Yeah, I get a lot of Johnny Cash in my boxes.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, so like sometimes I get on these kicks, you know, where like I'll listen to like live Guns N' Roses from like the Use Your Illusion era, and I'll just listen to that for like a fucking month. And so everybody will get some sort of like Guns N' Roses thing, or like I'll just listen to live Metallica, you know, albums and just fucking hammer through. But yeah, I mean, it's so much fun because then I get responses from people that are like, dude, I loved the scent, I loved the product. Plus, you were listening to fucking, When the Levee Breaks. Like, I love Zeppelin. That's fucking awesome. Like super cool. So it's fun to connect with people in that way too.
You listen to anything new, like newer? You into any new bands right now?
I don't think that I'm listening to too much new. Like, if I was listening to something new, it would be outside of like the kind of like metal. So I like listening to like Billy Strings. I like listening to that dude. I like Sturgill Simpson. I like Coulter Wall. So kind of some of these like newer kind of country dudes. That sort of stuff. Not too much in the metal side. The last concert I went to was Metallica, Pantera, and oh god damn it! I can't believe
Wolfgang Van Halen.
Wolfgang Van Halen's band.
Mammoth.
Yes. So yeah, like in that opposite order was the bill that night. But yeah, I mean, anytime like Zakk Wylde's coming through, whatever the fuck that dude's doing, I'll most likely find my way to that. But I haven't listened to too much new stuff. A lot of my greatest hits on Spotify, a lot of Megadeth, Slipknot, Pantera, AC/DC, Black Sabbath, Ozzy, the hits, the good shit.
I've been on a pure kick of like the last month of a band called Spirit World, and they are a Western themed metal band.
Okay.
So I finally completed the trilogy. I got all 3 of their albums. I pre-ordered their new album back in. I want to say I pre-ordered that. I want to say late January. I pre-ordered that. But I finally got that in the mail. I put that in a spin today. That was probably one of the best albums so far this year for me. That was fantastic.
Can you think of a band that maybe was like on the opening part of the bill? You'd never really heard of them or whatever, and you went to this show and just got absolutely fucking blown away by this band. Can you
Chemist? For me, it's Chemist. Chemist.
I don't know them.
So they are a doom metal band. So they were touring with. They were opening the show up for Mastodon and Opeth.
Okay.
So they're very similar to them. They're very, very good. But they were. We went to the obviously at the rave. You go up the stairs. Mm-hmm. And there's that bar. We went to the bar and they have like a live screen of like who's playing. So I was just kind of hanging out, watching that. I was like, I gotta get in that stage. These guys are freaking awesome. It sounds good from the bar, you know what I mean? So we walked up the next flight of steps, got to the ballroom, and I was like, these guys are freaking awesome. But
a few years back, I went and watched Lacuna Coil and Seven Dust, and this was. And, of course, the opening act was this band called Avatar from Gothenburg, Sweden.
Oh, man, I love Avatar.
So like, nobody knew who this band Avatar was because this was, like, their first time playing in the States. So, like, we sitting there, and, like, this guy walks out with his cane dressed like a clown and stuff, doing his little, his little performance. And then all of a sudden they started playing, bro, and I was fucking blown away. Like, the whole time Seven Dust played and Lacuna Coil played, like, the only thing I was focused on was where did these dudes come from? Because, like, and then, like, months later, they were, like, touring the world by themselves, headlining because they blew up that fast. But, like, it was really awesome. Like, I'm a big music fan. Like, I love music. I love it. And, like, going to concerts like this, I've never really been blown away by just, like, something – like that, because I mean, I've always went there to watch a band that I like,
Mm-hmm.
So not knowing these guys, and then all of a sudden they get on the stage and they melt my face off. It's like, holy shit. Like, dude, like even after the show, like they was walking in the crowd with us, hugging us. In fact, I had some of his face paint on my face. You know what I'm saying? So like it was awesome, So like Avatar is probably, the band that made me speechless when I watched them for the first time.
I think
the band Frozen Souls like that too. I went to go see them with they were touring with Cannibal Corpse, Obituary.
Cannibal Corpse, the Obituary is coming down here.
Yeah, but they had a band with them called Frozen Soul out of Texas, and their big thing is obviously they're very guttural, very heavy, my kind of music, but they take Magic and Gathering cards and they make a pit, and they take a couple people out of the pit and they have them play Magic and Gathering while they do one of their songs. And it's like, this is freaking awesome. Like, yeah, everybody's included, so everybody's kind of doing the circle pit around these guys playing Magic and Gathering. But at the end of after the end of their set, when Obituary hit, Chad, the lead singer, was just standing right next to me in Austin. We were watching the concert, and it was like turned around, like there's this big, he's a huge guy. I bet he's 6'5", 6'6", just a giant human. And I was like, holy crap, you guys are really good, just shoot the shit with them. He goes, oh, thanks, man. Just, he added me on Discord and shit. There's, just like, it's like, yeah, he's like, whenever we stop touring, which is like never, I think they've had like 14 days off the last 365 days. I'm just like,
the first time my parents found out I listened to Obituary, like they thought something was wrong with me. They was like, yeah,
I still get that
counseling. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what?
Yeah,
that's good music, bro.
I think for me, any of the bands that would even be similar to this that actually ended up blowing up a little bit. Back when I was in high school, I drove down to St. Louis. So I live kind of by Milwaukee. Drove down to St. Louis for a Metallica concert. It was 5 bands playing outdoors at a NASCAR track. It was like an all-day thing. And it was System of a Down, who they hadn't released like their Toxicity or any of that.
Right.
It was just kind of more like the Sweet Pea, Sugar, Aerials kind of era. Opening for Power Man 5000, opening for Kid Rock, opening for Korn, opening for Metallica. When I went there, I had never heard of System of a Down. I had no fucking idea who they were. And so there's, I don't know, 25,000, 30,000 people behind us, and me and my buddy are in like the second or third row from the security pit, and there's the stage, and like Serge comes out in a Russian military uniform, and I'm like, what the fuck? I think I'm 16 years old. It's like 1999. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then they just tore it the fuck up. Like, I had to know who the fuck they were at that point. Like, I was ashamed that I didn't. Another was at another Metallica show, and it was like the 5th band on the bill, Mudvayne. I was never a big fan of theirs. I thought that they like kind of sucked. Like I never liked the makeup and all that kind of shit. Like it just never vibed with me. And they were playing one day, and I'm in the second row. There's tens of thousands of people at this outdoor concert, and they just fucking nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. This is still like late 90s, maybe. So they were still kind of like new. Man, for both of those, then I was just like, fuck yes. I became automatic fans just based off of this one show, like this 30-minute set that they got to do. I thought that was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, Mudvayne, I find Mudvayne's better to listen to live than actually. I mean, they put on a show, like they bring it, and
yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of the same way, like I would much rather watch them live doing their thing than actually just sitting in a vehicle and listening to it,
Raging out.
Right. It's different, man. It really is different, But like me, I'm a huge Whitechapel fan. Like I listen to nothing but Whitechapel on a daily. That's like my go-to every day, all day. And I don't know if you ever listen to Whitechapel, but like they're good.
I'll give them a listen.
They're good.
They're gonna put some pep in my step. I like to go hiking, so like I want to try to find shit that's gonna make me walk faster, like run through a brick wall. Is this gonna do it?
Like you will. The thing is, when it comes to like heavy shit for me, I like super heavy, but I like groove. It's got to have a groove.
Oh, Spirit World is for you, though, dude. You would love Spirit World.
So, like, everything that Whitechapel has between his deep growls and his melodic, beautiful voice when he sings, it's like everything has a groove. Like, it'll grab you. And it's just, They got fast-paced music. They got slow-paced music. They got both, you know, together. And it's just, I don't know, man. They're from Tennessee. They're like all around my favorite band. I love them.
I'm gonna add them to my Spotify right now. Whitechapel and Spirit World.
So yeah, Spirit World. That's my.
Check that out.
I will say that the new Ghost song, that song has a lot of groove to it too. I don't. A lot of people shit on them because they're very, you know, they're advertised metal, but they're very rock pop. Man, they are. That's probably one of my favorite live shows I've ever seen was the Ghost show.
So what?
I've never gotten into them.
Just I can see where people be like, yeah, I can't really get into them, but man, that you seeing them live, man, that was definitely an experience. Like just the pageantry and it's so well put together. It's fun.
So what does somebody?
I just added.
I'm sorry, bro.
Go ahead, man.
So what does somebody have to do to actually, like you said, like how they help you create scents and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? So like, what does a person have? I mean, like, do you have a website they can go to subscribe, or is it like through Facebook or something like that? Or
yeah, that's a great question. So litbeardco.com is kind of like home base, right? So if you go to litbeardco.com and you join the Scent Club, that is the quarterly subscription. So that's $54.97 every quarter. You get the current oil balm wash. You get a free t-shirt. You get all sorts of like, you know, additional swag in your first send. You get voting rights. So when I say voting rights, I often will ask the Scent Club members, the Razor haters, should this scent stay or go? After so long, you know, should I retire it? Should I kill it? You know, whatever. And I let them vote. And there's been a couple scents that they have chosen to retire. And then I take them off the website. Like I give them that sort of authority and that sort of like engagement and buy-in with me. Because without the Scent Club, there would be no Lit Beard Company. So they join there. They get behind the scenes stuff on Facebook. I've got like a Scent Club member only page where I run, you know, polls on let's build a scent together. I've got a black label series. So 1 cent per year, the Scent Club just gets absolutely free. That's the black label line. So every year a new scent comes out and I just drop that in with their 4th scent of the year. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. And then for me, I've got a regular full-time gig. So I work Monday through Friday. I mean, I work, you know, 40, 50 hours a week for my normal job. And then I work another 40 to 50 hours a week for Lit. Like I am your stereotypical, like 80 to 90 an hour a week dude. You know, and like Lit has grown a lot. So like when we talk about where can people go and where can they vote and how can they get engaged, Lit has grown tremendously in 5 years. And that's like, I think that's really only happening for a handful of reasons. Make good stuff, and I keep a promise, and I make a promise to every customer that you're going to fucking dig it. And I'm going to like go above and beyond, you know, and making sure that you enjoy your package and your whole experience. But then like what the customers have to say, what the razor haters have to say, and then them telling other people. Like 40,000 orders, I think, for a business my size is fucking tremendous.
That's a lot.
I'm not a big box cat. Like you can see my wax melters right there. Like there they are right there. You know, back behind me, back here, I've got the whole setup. I got my freezers and my curing racks over there for my butter balms and stuff. I've got all my racks of inventory over there. I've got my fulfilling station over there. I mean, it's like, I'm just living the dream. I'm just trying to build something that people dig. And so far for the last 5 years, people have really been digging Lit. Like I mentioned to you earlier, when you asked me about what would I tell somebody who was trying to get into like beard oil or something like that for the first time, I've seen, I don't even know, thousands of beard oil businesses come and go already. There's a lot out there. So I'm proud that Lit has made it 5 years. Statistically, we should never have made it a year. Statistically, we shouldn't have made it 3 years. Now at 5 years, we're like single digit possibility of making it 5 years, which to me, given everything that we've gone through in 5 years, from a pandemic through all sorts of political turmoil and shit like that, and like We're still thriving. We're still building. We're still getting Scent Club members. We're still getting hundreds of new customers every month. It's fantastic. And so I like the relationship that I have with the customers. I go out, I'll be in Milwaukee, I'll be doing something, and people like Louie will come through and they'll support it. They'll drive halfway across the state and bring people from other states to come through and try to support it. It's not easy, but I don't think anything worth pursuing generally is. So, yeah, I mean, litbeardco.com, you'll see all sorts of stuff. You can reach out to me. You can send me a DM. I'll ask you any questions, answer any questions that you've got, give any tips or advice. And if it's not a good fit, I mean, I'll even tell you, like, this is probably not a good fit if you're looking for something that maybe I don't, produce.
Right. What got you started with making beard products? I mean, it's just something you wanted to do, or?
Yeah, that's a great question. So in 2019, I was living in Texas for my job, and I came back to Wisconsin and was talking to one of my buddies, kind of having one of those driveway conversations. He was a smoker. So he's like, I'm going to go out and smoke a cigarette, sitting there talking to him and talking about starting a beard oil business, talking about beard products and grooming and stuff like that. And I use things from time to time, like what my wife would buy, but I didn't know very much about it. So I kind of started watching videos on YouTube, like Dan C videos, and reading stuff that, I could just find, like, what is it? How's it supposed to work? And I kind of, I have an entrepreneurial spirit, and I'm super competitive. So as I started finding these things, it's like, well, I bet I could make something better than that. Like, what if I just started doing stuff? And so I started blending stuff up and giving it to my friends and my coworkers, and getting their feedback just on unscented blends. Like, if I couldn't get that right, what the fuck difference was it, And so I started doing that with which became the Founders. And then over the course of time, I started adding fragrances and giving them to people, and they were like, dude, this is really good. And so I started July 3rd, 2000 was the first sale Lit Beard Company had. I remember I was pumping gas and my phone made a different sound, and it was the Shopify, like, cha-ching. I had never heard that before. I was like, the fuck is that? Like, and so I take out my phone and there it is. Like, my
game on.
I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, hell yes, dude. Yes. It's like, fuck yes. And it's just been building ever since,
I mean, are there some like, I'm asking this because, I mean, I kind of know the answer already, but like, are there some products out there that have certain chemicals in it that we should stay away from?
I think yeah. How in depth can I get with this? Let me put it to you this way. Making beard oil has a low barrier to entry, right? So there's tons of different oils that you can use to blend. There's infinite combinations of fragrance that you can do, things like that. I see DQ is saying Iowa State is playing Metallica montage. That's fucking dope. But there's all sorts of different combinations you can use, right? And you had mentioned something to me right before we started, saying that, there's certain scents that if they're too overpowering, they're a turnoff, right? And so what I would say to you is this. I don't know how other people make their stuff. I don't know how they consider their blends or what they're going to use. Maybe it's what feels good to them. Maybe it's what smells good to them. I don't really know. But I don't really know how they go about making sure that everything is good to go. I don't know how they protect their business, if they have insurance or anything like that, in the event that somebody puts something on their face and it fucking, they react to it. Like,
right.
Can they go back to the business for support? I don't know. I would say that when it comes to picking who you do business with, you have the internet. There is more information at your fingertips now to try to figure out who's who and what's what, and what do people say. Do you see good reviews? Do you see a good number of reviews from people that talk about the feel and the experience and the customer service and the sense? Like, I think that's hard to fake when you've got a good, solid, like, number of reviews, that's probably a pretty good thing. That, and if you're really kind of sleuthy, like you can look around on the Google reviews, you can look on their website. You'll get down to who I think is doing the volume that shows that they've got the repetitions to prove that they know what they're doing.
I appreciate that.
All right. Well, we got 10 minutes left here, and we got 19 likes. I told the chat secretively, if we don't get 20, I'm not playing the song at the end. So if you guys put your heads together and hit that like button, I'd appreciate it. We got one left. All you got to do is hit 20, chat, and to get your song at the end. And then, yeah, I was figuring we can probably do the giveaway here.
Sure. So if you want, I don't know how you want to do it, but they could reach out to you with their shipping details and their email address. Their email address is not a requirement, but it's nice if they want to get shipping confirmation and kind of information. It's good to have. So they could, when you choose it, they could send you all their name, their shipping information, and their email address. You send that off to me, and I'll send off the oil and balm combo to them.
Well, I definitely will be ordering some soon because I'm intrigued. I want to try some.
I love it, man. That's great. I'll make sure that I juice it up for you just a smidge.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. So Louis, we only have minutes left in these precious last minutes, man. What do you want to cover? What's on your mind, dude? We got Paranormal Rock Fest this summer.
Paranormal Rockdown's coming up. Yeah, me and Darren are just on that podcast last week again.
Yeah. I'm planning on coming to that and setting up a table and fucking rage caging with you guys there in July.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. I believe the concert now is at a different venue, but then the next day, like the show, will be at the Broadhead School.
Okay.
But yeah. I know I will be there for sure. I know Darren's going to be there. He is being the personal bodyguard of Stormy Daniels.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah, I signed him up for it.
Can I get a selfie with her?
You got to ask her. I don't know.
Oh, man.
And she's going to be there because she's in the paranormal now, so she's been there, her group. I think she's even doing a presentation thing too.
That's awesome.
But we just hit 20 likes. Thank you guys very much.
I finished my Jameson and Dr. Pepper, so
we're going to pull up the screen here.
Perfect timing.
There's a lot of people going to be there. They got that the one I'm really excited about is the Dustin Perry. He's doing a virtual paranormal talk, and Dustin Perry's on the show Ghost Hunters for a long time. Like the original Ghost Hunters.
Okay.
With Jason Hawes, Grant Wilson, Steve Gonzalez, Brian Heranos, all those guys. He was one of the originals.
Man, you're just dropping names, dude.
I love paranormal, man.
I know you do, and that's the thing. It's like you're just dropping these names like it's common knowledge. Like, I get my my annual Christmas card from Darren Gonzalez, and it's just like,
these guys, they're just something I grew up with. It's just it's my thing. I don't know.
Well, let me ask you then real quick. Do you believe the hype that a stick slamming on a tree is a fucking Sasquatch talking to another Sasquatch?
Oh man, I don't. I believe in Bigfoot. I do. I think there is something out there.
Okay.
Like, what is it? Like only 10% of the forests in Washington State have been explored.
I don't know, but when I hear them say, like, I see these dudes trying to call fucking Bigfoot and they're slamming sticks on trees and shit. I'm just like, I don't know, man. You're kind of losing me.
Maybe I should say I believe in the idea of a Bigfoot.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't believe the TV shows. You know what I mean? Like, that's, you can't tell me that Bigfoot howls in the fucking night like an old lady.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Some of that shit. But I get that a lot. The paranormal, paranormal TV though too. I can, like, I don't want to name drop shows like Ghost Adventures. Sometimes it's like, do you have to like go to are you going into this to get into a fight? Like you're calling out somebody who's already dead. Like what who are you, Nate Diaz? Like, come on, man.
There you go. There you go.
But yeah, I'm excited, man. That's something I always. I just, that was dumb luck. I fell into those guys, and they're willing to have, obviously the Wisconsin chapter and everybody in the RBC to come out and help them out their show. And I guess now on all of the events for Paranormal Rock that will be at Broadhead. And I believe next year they're going to do a different date. So because this year is the same weekend as Rockfest. So they're going to next year do a different weekend so they can try to get more draws. Because they were going to try to get, it was a non-point. I can't remember who it was. But one of those bands are supposed to headline, but they couldn't do it because they can't play the same weekend as Rockfest. It's in their contract. So, yeah, next year should be bigger and better. It'll be twice as much fun because I believe they're going to try to even hold it in the school, too. Their concert will be at the school next year.
Who would be your dream to attend something like that and play?
Oh, dude, I think Mastodon in a small venue like that. That's something because I seen Mastodon in the rave and they blew my socks off. But like in a smaller, creepy venue like that, give me Mastodon every day of the week.
Okay, all right. So who do we got, man? Who's winning this gutter balls combo?
Hope it's me.
Alrighty.
Pick me.
Yeah, I'll just hit draw right now and 3, 2, 1.
Pick me. Pick me.
Charles Napier.
All right.
Charles, if you're still
if
you're still in the stream, Charles, make sure to type or just say hi or whatever. Then you can message the podcast page, Hour of the Wolf Podcast, or you can just find me also on Discord in the server, just Wisconsin Rattlesnake.
Jealous.
But
oh yeah, well congratulations, dude. You're gonna get an advanced look. You're gonna get an advanced look. Let me know what you think. This is sandalwood, vanilla, lavender. Look at this hand poured. Damn it, that is some good beard balm. And it's some like buttery beard balm. So you're not gonna need a pick. It's gonna be really quick to warm and easy to spread. That's how we like them, right? Quick to warm and easy to spread. So I'm gonna have that sent off to you right away, Charles.
He's the president of Arkansas.
Well, fuck yeah, man.
Congratulations, buddy.
Hey, Charles, I used to like going through, so when I lived in Texas, I would drive up through Texas and then cut across Arkansas. And I have to tell you, man, one of my favorite little towns in Arkansas was Pocahontas, Arkansas. I always used to stop at this truck stop on the highway there, refuel, get my snacks, shit like that. It was a good little place to stretch, man. So Arkansas, I've got good memories of going across the state of Arkansas. So Charles, congratulations. Louis, again, thank you so much for the invite. I done Pure Steel with you way back in the day, during the days of COVID, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I think it was.
It was fucking absolutely indeed. So nice to be a guest with you again. Darren, I hope you're enjoying March Madness. We'll see you again soon. Dude, nice to meet you tonight. Like I said, like that big Mesa rig in the back, man, I'm sure you like to just fucking put it down. So, like if you ever get an order in with Lit, I'm ready when you are. I'll make sure that I make it worth your while. It was nice to meet you, dude.
Same here, man. I definitely will be making an order. Probably as soon as we get off this.
Hey,
all right, man.
All I gotta say, you cannot go wrong with the Wisco whiskey. You can't go wrong with Tux. Those are my two favorite. And I love one is also right up there too.
Hey man,
my fiance Casey loves one, so that's.
Well,
maybe just between us girls, I'll throw that in there for them.
What? Maybe order some stuff.
There we go. Well, fellas, like I said, man, I'm fresh out. Thank you again for the invite. Thank you to everybody that tuned in tonight. I could see a lot of Win Lit. That's awesome. Martin says he needs to order more from Lit. Bearded Respect says Orion. That's what I'm saying, man. That Orion beard oil, that is a fucking phenomenal scent. Thank you guys to everybody that's here, that's a Razor hater, that spent some time checking out the podcast. If you are watching this after the fact, remember you can still get anything from Lit Beard Company through the end of the month and use code word FORWARD. That'll save you 10% on what you order from me. And I will donate not only the $1 that I always do to Project Welcome Home Troops, but I'll also donate $1 to the Wisconsin Renegade Beard Club's chapter, their 501c3. So I'll throw $1 that way too.
It's awesome, man.
that money goes right to our Christmas giving, our Christmas fund. At the end of the year, we get families for Christmas, get all their presents, take care of them. So every dollar helps.
Awesome. Well, fellas, take it easy. Thank you, as always, like I said, for the opportunity to talk about Lit, and thanks for your support. And, like I always sign off the exact same way. I'm Anthony. This is Lit Beard Company, a Wisconsin-based, veteran-owned wax dip beard oil. Stay bearded and fuck razors.
Amen, brother. Thank you very much.
Yep. See you guys.
Later, bro.
And thank you guys all again for hitting the like button. Thank you guys all again for the engagement in the chat. You guys are awesome. This is our show, so thank you guys. And congratulations to Charles Napier as well for the W and the giveaway. And Christian, thank you very much for hopping in tonight and taking old Darren's spot.
I mean, I don't know if I did a good enough job as Darren, but if y'all ever need me, man, y'all just got to reach out, bro.
Yeah. No, it's a good time. You're a good dude. Louisiana's do good things too in the club. So hell yeah.
I appreciate it, man. But
as promised, Chad, I told you guys 20 likes, you guys get the song. So we're gonna sign off. We're gonna play the song. And I guess all I want, since we got it, is give me some flames in the chat for the song when it plays. Give me some flames, give me some horns, get her going. And again, thank you guys all for tuning in and helping out. So
yeah, have a good night.
Yeah, you too.